Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I am here with your Feng Shui Friday tip. So today we are starting a new series, and the series is all about common cures. And cures are also referred to in Feng Shui as adjustments. These are physical, and actually I'm talking about cure items. So these are actual physical things that we use to help balance the energy in your home and your office. So today we'll start a series of Friday videos on different cure items that are helpful and useful. And I'm just going to share a little bit about the properties of these items. I may give a few tips on what to use them for, just some, general sort of tips, things that I don't need to see your home to share with you. So I will be starting with today's episode is going to be on bells. Bells are something that represent movement, right? So they have a movement to them. They also have a sound. So they have this calling energy. So it's not only sort of the movement, the attraction energy, but it's also sort of this calling or beckoning energy that sounds have. So they can attract things. And we often use bells to attract energy. We use bells to attract clients. We use bells to call the money back in, right? So there's a number of different ways that we can use bells. We also use bells in clearing energy. So you can use like a regular bell. So this is just an example of a little bell that I sometimes will use for certain cures. And you'll notice that this bell has a red ribbon attached to it. This particular ribbon has been cut to a specified length. It's 9 inches. And 9 is about reaching new heights. It is about success. It is about abundance. And that's why we use the number 9. So if you are ever hanging a bell, I encourage you to use a length of, a multiple of 9. So if you have to do something longer, make it 18 inches, but make it a multiple of 9. Using the red ribbon is great, or red thread also works. And you always want to make sure that you like the sound of the bell. So I have got these brass bells, and they have a number of different, sort of shapes, which give off different sounds. So somebody might not like this particular sound, but there's a different bell that they may enjoy the sound of. And then I also use these sort of the tingsha bells. I use these for a number of things. I do use them for clearing, but I also use them for clearing energy after I do a client session. So these have a nice little reverberation, right? Which is really, really beautiful sound. So the bells come in a variety, obviously, of shapes, sizes, all that type of thing. So you can also use bells to clear the energy in your home. You might have seen my video about space clearing, and I talk about how you can use a bell and go through your space to clear the energy that way. I do often, when I'm traveling, I do bring a bell with me typically, and it's because it allows me to energetically clear the hotel room that I'm staying in. And then what I will do is I actually will hang this bell on the door of the room, and that also is protection. So bells also provide protection. You may have heard about motorcyclists usually placing a bell somewhere on their motorcycle. And again, that's for protection. And so when you finish clearing the room, you can hang the bell on the door. And then of course, if someone opened the door, you'd hear that bell also. So there is like sort of that alarm aspect of it, but it is a protection energy. So that is something that's helpful to do. You can definitely hang them on doors. I have different remedies that I recommend for different circumstances in people's homes. Oftentimes people will hang them on the front door to sort of call in opportunities and energy, that type of thing. There's a lot of different ways that you can use them. And so I'm just going to kind of share a bunch of different, give you sort of a little bit of a laundry list of different ways that we use bells in Feng Shui. So I mentioned about clearing the home or office. You also can use bells to call the money back in, and that's a specific circumstance that you have going on, and that would be something that I'd need to be able to see your home and do your bagua to be able to tell you if you need that or not. Having an empty door, if the door doesn't lead anywhere, that would be a good place to put a bell. As I mentioned, the front door, which will help bring in opportunities, an office door to call in clients, clearing energy in spaces, right? Hotel rooms, vendor booths, you know, anywhere that you're out and about that you need to clear the energy, using it on the hotel room door as protection so you can feel safe in a strange place. They can also protect your purse. So I have a little small tiny one that I use in my purse. It's also a brass bell. And again, it protects your purse. It can protect your cash. It can protect your cash register. I used to use a bell when I did, I was a gold buyer, so I would buy gold and silver, and the cash bag that I carried with me, every cash bag had a little bell in it, right? So that helped protect that, that money. You can also use bells to help you make decisions. So if you have an area that, like a countertop or something like that, that's very cluttered, you can actually ring the bell over the clutter, and it will help you make decisions about what to do with the stuff that's there, what to keep and what to release, right? You can also use a bell just simply in the helpful people corner of your desk, which will help, again, call in more clients. So there's lots of different ways that you can use bells, and they are just really, you know, again, you want to have a bell that you like the sound of. You want to be able to resonate with it. You don't want it to be annoying to you, that type of thing. So that is my quick Feng Shui tip for you today on bells. Next week, look forward to our session, our quick tip on crystals and some of the things that you can do with crystals to help balance the energy in your home. Much love and aloha. Aloha again, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I want to let you know that I'm coming to Minnesota. So I'll be back to Minnesota for a visit in September, mid-September through the end of September, and I have so far 3 events that are currently scheduled during the time that I'm there. So the first one is going to be on Tuesday, September 17th. This will be in Cottage Grove, Minnesota, and it is a night with the angels. So I'm going to be doing a little channeling. I'll be doing a channeled message from Christine, which is my spiritual team of angels and guides, and then I will be opening up for gallery style readings. So people, you can ask your individual questions and I will be answering them in a group setting. So that's super fun because usually whatever questions anybody asks, they relate to whoever is sitting in the audience. So that's an awesome thing to participate in and will be a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing that on Tuesday, September 17th. On Saturday, September 21st, I am going to be doing private angel readings at the Caribou in Maplewood. So I've reserved a room there, so it will be a private room, but nice, easy public access location for you guys. And that will be from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. And for that, I definitely, well, actually, all of these events, I encourage you to pre-register. So the events that the group events that I'm doing are limited to only 24 people. So those will definitely sell out, and with the private readings, those do typically fill up as well. So I encourage you to go on and schedule your appointment if you wish to have a private reading with me on Saturday, September 21st. So again, that will be in Maplewood, right across from Maplewood Mall, for those that are familiar with that area. And I will be doing private readings. There is a slight discount that I'm offering. I think it's like $10 less than I normally offer these readings for online. So I'm doing that for my Minnesota peeps for September 21st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I already have some appointments booked, and so just you can go on the link below and book that session with me. The third event that I'm doing is on the following Tuesday, September 24th. And this event I am doing with my good friend Carol Morgan, and it is called Winds of Change, a conversation with Zena Allen. So Carol Morgan channels this higher dimensional being called Zena Allen, and we will essentially be having a conversation about change and about some of the things that are coming for us, particularly as we get ready for the new 2020 year and the energies of that year as we're progressing towards that. And so that's going to be an amazing event. That will be from 6:30 to 9:30, also in Cottage Grove, also limited to 24 people. And again, I've already got people signed up for all of these events. So if you're interested in that, get on the link below and reserve your space. That's what I have for you. I'll see you guys in Minnesota. I'm also available for private Feng Shui consultations. I have room to do 1 or 2 of these. If you're interested in that, please reach out to me directly, private message me, or email me. Kim@findingyourfiji.com would be the best email to send to. And yeah, so if you have interest in doing a specific Feng Shui consult with me, that would be a great time to do it in person in Minnesota, in the Twin City metro area. So I'm not going to travel, you know, up north or super far, but I will do Twin Cities metro area. All right, have an amazing day, much love, and I'll see you in Minnesota for those that are going to be there.